Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Karambeu. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Morocco claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Looking for options for movement. Vieira. Karambeu. Now it's Bale. Ibrahimovic. And the finish! Goal! Morocco! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Vieira aims beyond the defence, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Benfica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He has found the way through. Ribéry. Oh, great leap! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has two. Morocco are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Not a hint of... Gets his head on it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Is there any... Ribéry! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting again in a trice, and they are soaring. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Decent chance! And he steered it beyond the post.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Pele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Bale. And he's... Can he finish? It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And claimed it back swiftly. Benfica are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's shot a goal! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, good climb! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
And he shoots! And that's a good finish. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Benfica still making a fight of this. He shifted it to the flank. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Bullet. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. It's Pele! Now that was quite some save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
This possibly the last play of the half. Pele has the space to scheme. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Snyder. Searching pass he's played there. Maldini. And for the first half, that is that. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4, Ibrahimovic. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 9.
The second period is underway. Benfica decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Benfica come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. And it's Hullet. Schneider, played down the flank. He's found space here. He's got away. Schneider. He's going for goal! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Some really good ball movement. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's in a good position here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
And he's quick to get rid.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Towering header! No, that's just wide. Vieira.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Passing is crisp and sharp. The ball has bounced loose now. Cruyff. Pelé. That is good strength. Benfica have reclaimed it. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. He's a sharp little ball here. Karambeur. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Benfica perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Ribéry. He's picked his way through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. And they can counter here. Zanetti. Now it's Pelé. And it's Neymar. And that is exemplary defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Strokes it back. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, he's been caught on it. Can he finish? And it's in. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
número 14, Neymar, número 13, número 11, número 21. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 6, Hazard, número 20, Seedorf, número 18, Ronaldinho, número 7.
Benfica are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti wins the duel this time. He can run onto that, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira. Over to the right flank. Maldini, spread it left. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Roberto Baggio. Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent pass. Snyder! And with that, the end. Benfica cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all say.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pelé, and he plays one through. It's Ibrahimovic! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get it through? And it's Zanetti. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Benfica leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the right flank. Gullit. Big chance! And no mistake. Zanetti. Benfica very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. He has a look up. He's given the time to pick a pass. Aimed beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Zanetti. He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Del Piero. Zanetti. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, can they get him away? Maldini. Gullit. Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's very neat. That's going across goal. Now it's Del Piero.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, again there's no way through. Referee's given a throw. Cruyff. Gullit. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pirlo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just eases him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Ukraine restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Del Piero! And another try! There it is! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Ukraine have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Zanetti. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Del Piero. Gullit wins the duel this time. Now it's Pelé. And he's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Quality ball. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So, into the second half.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's in plenty of space here. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Neymar. And it's Gullit. That has not gone well.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Zanetti. It's Gullit. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pirlo. Now it's Del Piero. Searching pass he's played there. Gets a good foot in there. Benfica needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's a little off target. Neymar. And it's Cruyff. Great vision. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, shooting chance! And that is well cleared. Messi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And it's Varane. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rafael Varane is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Great chance! And that's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from it.
Takes a shot! Goal! Benfica! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would...
Oh, what has happened here? Roberto Carlos thinks about the shot. And the finish! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Trent Alexander-Arnold has redefined the fullback role. I mean, his contributions, attacking-wise, can match up with some of the leading playmakers around. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone so productive in that role. Some of his cross-field passing is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And they've switched it over to the other side. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Pelé. Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's picked his way through. Lofted in. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, well measured. And that's a good ball. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yamal. And it's Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And the through ball, well, that has not gone well. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pull it. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now there's a chance! And a neat finish! Manchester United are back on level terms. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Benfica couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Neymar. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Hullet. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Hullet played out to the left flank. That ball looks a good one. Surely he can't miss! He's found a way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Yamal played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Thuram. Pele picks it up out wide. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Neymar. Look at the space here. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Hullet. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And here's Neymar. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Hullet. Plenty to aim at here.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great defending, strong and determined. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Manchester United get the second half going.
Benfica are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Hernandez. Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic. Great chance! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Massaro! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Bullet. Zanetti. Cruyff. Now it's Pele. Gives it back. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Ibrahimovic being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that
Chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then...
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Threads one in. Xavi Alonso. That's a sharp pass. Matthäus. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. And it's Neymar. And he's gone long. That's a good ball out wide. Engages and forces him off the ball. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's a throw-in. And it's Batistuta. Chips it through. Shot a goal! And it's a goal! And there is your opener. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Benfica with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Gets the shot away! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's a searching pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tries to play it through, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's chosen to go back. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Pele in acres of space out wide. And this is it. And the finish! Goal! Benfica! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Benfica have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Pass somewhat off target. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thinks about the shot. And this is Neymar. Delivered low. He's done well to get that clear. Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot. You've had it. That is just a piece of art. That is a gem. An absolute gem. And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Benfica now in a position far more desirable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mateus. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pelé. Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar.
Foram indicados 2 minutos.
Oh, super ball. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Neymar. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Benfica claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Beckenbauer. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Batistuta. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now, can they get him away? Pelé! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Zanetti. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Delivers with terrific effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Zanetti. Thuram, the man synonymous with solidity. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ibrahimovic, now it's Ronaldinho, looking for the run. Ronaldinho, he is through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this touch. Shoots! And yes, it's there! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4, Ibrahimovic. Número 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Shifting momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Zanetti. Ronaldinho, quietly revving up. Ronaldinho, running with intent. That has ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho. Dani Olmo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thinks one through. And he cuts out the supply. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Ronaldinho scooting forward. Seedorf.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Ronaldinho, can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Cannavaro, looking to play him in. Ronaldinho. Mateus. And it's Seedorf. Cristiano Ronaldo. Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Zanetti. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Roberto Baggio. He has found the way through.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Tries to pass it through.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
And time is up. Benfica have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Now this man, Yaya Toure, Jim, midfielders don't come much more complete and dominant than him, do they?
Well, the envy of so many opposition teams, I would guess. No one offers the complete package like he does. The perfect blend of power, of pace, and it's no exaggeration to say that he's one of the greatest box-to-box players around.
A real handful by any measurement.
Totally.
And this is Cruyff. Big chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Seedorf. Zico. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ronaldinho. Driving through. It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! He really is something! A finish right from the top draw. And it's Moreirense who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Moreirense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar, closing in on goal, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking it.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. Chance, surely. Moreirense are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Romario gets into a good position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's through here. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos. Not the most convincing of passes. Zanetti. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out wide. Cafu. He has found the way through. Drills one in. Cruyff.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ronaldinho looking here to chip it through. Neymar. It's Hullet. Beckenbauer. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. That has ended up in no man's land. Zico.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Now it's Romario. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Benfica are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And that has left him in a heap. And this is Cruyff. Oh, that's clever. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Pele. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's played through for him. Pele picks it up out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Neymar. Chance here to counter. And for the first half, that is that. Reflections on the first half?
Benfica really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
We're on the move again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And it's Cruyff. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Oh, what a stop! And to be at his very best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Ibrahimovic.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pull it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Ibrahimovic, lovely, now, and the shot! And he hits the net! Back to within one! Interesting!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Benfica cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cafu.
Hazard. Número 7. Número 20.
Somewhat off target.
Número 18. Ronaldinho.
Roberto Baggio.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space. Hazard.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. Zanetti. Now it's Pele, looking to play him in. Oh, super find. He's found the... Cruyff! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass. both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Can he get it through? And this is Roberto Baggio. Baggio was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well...
He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Right back in the game! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Moreirense have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That could spell trouble. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Maradona. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. That has not gone well. Oh, look at this. Kelly! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Benfica are looking to break at pace. Spread it left. That's where it came from. Look at the space here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Messi. Now it's Maradona. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ronaldinho. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Iwobi. Oh, just skips past his man. Tries to pass it through. And he's straight offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Benfica perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players.